What up, beautiful babies? It's the Madden Curse. We are doing week 9 recap. We just had all the games finalized last night. Let's take a look at the first matchup of the week. It was myself versus Alex. Two guys near the bottom of the league trying to work their way up. Um, I got the victory, so now me and Alex are both 3-6. I won 181 to 98. Um, I got pretty lucky this week. I had Joe Mixon just absolutely went off on the Carolina Panthers for 55 points, highest total of the week. I mean, one of the highest fantasy totals ever. Um, and then I'm pretty sure Justin Fields was the second highest scorer this week. I did not go through everything, but he had almost 43 points. So, I mean, when you got two guys that are putting up 95, 96 points, I mean, there's not really much you can do, unfortunately. Well, good for me, bad for Alex. But okay, so Justin Fields, 43 points. Josh Jacobs, 12. Joe Mixon, 55. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 10. DJ Moore, 4. Travis Kelce, 21. Deion Jackson was 6. And then I don't ever really mention the defenses, but the Patriots D got me 26 points, so chef's kiss, bless you. On the bench, nah, nothing too crazy. Made the right moves there. On Alex's side, Geno Smith had 21, Dalvin Cook 14, Raheem Mostert 9, Allen Laser Lazard 19, MVS. Boom or bust, man. And he busted 2 points. Kyle Pitts went back to doing Kyle Pitts things. He's at 5 points. James Conner did play, got 11 points. On Alex's bench, nothing really. Isaiah Likely had 9 points. Would have got a couple more points than Kyle Pitts, but again, the score was 181 to 98, so didn't matter there. I picked myself. I got that pick right. We're 1-0 on the week. Let's check out the second matchup here. Um, Jordan versus Brent. Mr. Undefeated, who calls himself number 2, versus Mr. Bed Pooper, who lives up to his name. The score is 133 to 84. Mr. Brent got that W. I did pick Brent to win. We're 2-0 on the week. Brent's 9-0 on the season. Let's see. He started Patrick Mahomes, who got 34. Derrick Henry, 24. A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon's in the starting lineup, baby. He got 6 points. That's about an A.J. Dillon game. However, Aaron Jones might be hurt. Aaron Jones might be hurt. We might get a game or two of A.J. Dillon, and by himself in the backfield, I gotta think he's pretty valuable. But I, having rostered him for 6 or 7 weeks, have a pretty foul taste in my mouth of him. So, best wishes. Tyreek Hill, 27 points. Jalen Waddle, 20 points. These guys ain't even funny no more, man. I mean, 30 total for these guys is a bad day. 40's average. I mean, we're talking 50, 60 points from these guys every week. It's crazy. Mike Gesicki, 1 point. Devonta Smith, 4 points. And let's check out the bench. Juju had 19 points. Chris Olave had 13 points. Heck, Jerick McKinnon had 10 points. Any of those could have gone over Devonta, but doesn't matter because my guy won by 50 points. So, a couple points here and there is not going to matter. On Jordan's side, Lamar Jackson with 18, Aaron Jones with 7, the Gus Bus 0, big fat 0 points. Michael Pittman 5, DeAndre Carter 10, Bob Tunyon 6 points, and then Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson came out, just got traded to Miami. He's got familiarity with McDaniels. They said he knew the playbook. He came out and dropped 16 on them. So, um, good game from Jeff Wilson. Bad game from Team Bed Pooper Jordan. Let's go to the next matchup here. We got Jason versus Scott. I picked Jason to win. I believe so much in Jason this week. I made him my lock. He didn't let me down. He won 138 to 72. Is that the second highest score of the week? That was the second highest score of the week. Congratulations, Jason. Kyler Murray, Call of Duty's been out for a couple weeks now, but he still put up 19 points. They lost to the Seahawks, though. Miles Sanders 15, Michael Carter 15, we'll say 16. Devontae Adams 37, most of that in the first half. Terry McLaurin 11 points. He loves him some Tyler Heineke. Zach Ertz with 15, and then DeAndre Hopkins in the flex getting 14 points. On Team Scott, Josh Allen, 25 points. Hey, man, there's some crazy news about Josh Allen and something called a UCL. I think it's in the elbow. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they're saying it could be serious. Um, I sent a trade proposal last week. It wasn't exactly a straight trade, but it was Josh Allen was included and Joe Mixon was included. Let's just say I'm glad that that trade didn't get accepted. Even though Josh Allen had 25, and like I said, if he's healthy, I mean, he'll keep doing that. But an elbow injury for a quarterback is kind of concerning. CEH had 3 points. Rex Burkhead had 3 points. Not a lot of points there. However, Scott did pick up Tony Pollard. So hopefully he's got a workhorse there. I'm a huge TP guy. I love that guy. It broke my heart to trade him. So I wish Scott nothing but the best with Tony Pollard. I think he'll take over your RB1 spot and be beautiful. DK Metcalf came through with 15. Jacoby Myers, quiet night, came through with 7. Tyler Conklin, 2 points. Khalif Raymond on the Lions put up 5. On the bench, nothing really that Scott could have gone over to. And on Jason's side, he had 24 points out of Tua. It's probably might be time to start thinking about subbing those two out. Tua for Murray. And then Rondell Moore had 15 points on the bench as well. So Jason secured the win, 5-4. Scott's 4-5. We are 3-0 on the picks this week. The next matchup, Dan versus our darling T. He's got that Sacco. He's holding it real tight right now. The final score was 121-97. Dan took the W. He's 5-4. T's 1-8. He's is our Sacco for the moment. On T side, Tom Brady with 15. DeAndre Swift 8 points. Swift, man, Swift has been one of the most probably disappointing players of the year. I mean, he was easily a top 10 running back, breakout candidate for top 3, top 5. I think he played week 1. He got hurt, and then he's missed a bunch of time. And now it's frustrating because he's playing, but he's not putting up numbers that he should be putting up. And I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, when you have a top guy like that, it's very hard to sit them. But you expect a lot more production than that. Which tells me maybe he's not fully healthy, and he already said he wasn't 100%. So it's tough. I feel for you. Eno Benjamin. I mean, James Conner came back and played, so Eno's role got reduced. He went back to 4 points. Chris Godwin, 11. Garrett Wilson had 18. TJ Hawkinson was looking great in Minnesota, got 16 points, and then T. Higgins had 13 points. So He's still got some guys, especially at the wide receiver position, and now I think at tight end, I think he's got one of the top 5 guys. So, um, if he can get something worked out with these running backs, you know, hopefully he can put off a little run, get a couple W's out there. On Dan's side, Kirk Thuggins. We've all seen the pics. My guy is ripped. He's jacked. People looking at Kirk like shit. I thought he was a nerd. He'll take my girl. I better not bring her anywhere near Kirk Cousins. He gonna read her the gospel, then lay her down missionary. Kenneth Walker, 28 points, pretty nice there. Travis Etienne, the worst trade I ever made, 27 points. Justin Jefferson, 26 points. Gabe Davis, 5. Taysom Hill, 1 point. Ramondre Stevenson, 16. On the benches, let's see. Dan said he's loaded, baby. It don't matter what he puts out there. He's got Damon Pierce on the bench with 14. Joshua Palmer had 19. Tyler Algier had 13. None of this matters because he did get the W, so it didn't hurt him in any way. On T side, Derek Carr had 18. Could have got a couple more points there instead of Brady, but wouldn't have helped in this particular instance. So, um, Dan's 5-4. T 1-8 moving forward. Picks were 4-0, baby. Let's look at the next matchup. It's JT versus Marshall. This was the closest matchup of the week. I did say I kind of felt this had a game of the week vibe to it. Just as far as the matchup felt pretty close. I did say it would be pretty close, I believe, and I picked JT, and he narrowly squeaked by. Man, that Monday night game was looking pretty close. But let's take a look. Final score 109 to 104. Both players are now 5-4. On JT's side, he got 21 points out of Justin Herbert, 4 points out of Donta Foreman, 11 out of Lenny, playoff Lenny, 27 from Cooper Cup, Mike Evans 9 points, Dallas G 24, and Tyler Boyd 9 points. On Marshall's side, Jalen Hurts had 20. Alvin Kamara, 9 points. Kenyon Drake, who stole the show Monday night, had 25 points. That's what started making the game really close. If Alvin Kamara had hit for projection, Marshall gets this W. So that's how close it was. A.J. Brown, 16. Drake London, 3 points. Tyler Higbee, 0. Cordero Patterson in the flex with 18. If let's see, I mean, you're not going to bench Alvin Kamara. He's your best. He's definitely your best running back. So, yes, he could have started, um, James Robinson and picked up an extra 4 points, but nobody's going to start James Robinson over Alvin Kamara. Um, Drake, he doesn't have really another wide receiver to sub out for Drake London. So, I mean, and that makes sense why he's in the line. Nothing he could have done to win the matchup. I mean, he played his best players. It was close. Um, on JT's side, yeah, Curtis Samuel with 17 points and Adam Thielen with 10. Could have picked up a couple extra points subbing Samuel for Boyd, but he got the victory, so it's all good there. We're 5-0. 5-0 on the picks this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at this last matchup here. Fat versus Frank. 7-2 versus 3-6. That's because Fat got the W, 125 281. I did pick Fat over Frank. We're a perfect 6-0. 6-0. Lock is right. First time we've done that this year. Way to go, me. Um, on Fat side, Joe Burrow 19, Austin Eckler 24, David Montgomery 5, Christian Kirk 22, Tyler Lockett 18, Gerald Everett 9, and then big ups to Darnell Mooney. 18 points in the flex. Bears offense has come to life. On Frank's side, Matthew Stafford 11, Devin Singletary 9, Jamal Williams 10, Stephon Diggs 14, Terrace Marshall 14, Will Disley 5, Chase Claypool 4. Frank did own Joe Mixon up until this last week when we made a little trade. I gave him Jonathan Taylor, who missed the week. He's got ankle problems. I did do the math. I did do the math because obviously Joe Mixon had 55 points. Um, Frank still would have lost if I'm assuming Jamal Williams was the guy in the lineup who had 10. I'm assuming he wouldn't have had him if we hadn't made the trade, right? So Mixon goes in there, adds 45 points, which gives him a score of 126, where Fat has 125. However, you got to remember, I also got DJ Moore in the trade. DJ Moore put up 4 points. So the only way that Frank would have got this victory is if he had decided, if he kept Terrace Marshall in that lineup over DJ Moore. Not sure that he would have. Now, if he had started Terrace Marshall and DJ Moore and benched Chase Claypool, who only had 3.7 points, and that's more likely of a scenario, he would have got the W. So in that scenario, it could have happened, but um, more likely, possibly, is that DJ and Claypool were there. but them's the breaks. Hell, if I knew every player I traded for was going to put up 55 points, I think I'd have a lot better record than I do right now. These things just happen. But we're 6-0 in the picks. We got new rankings out. Let's take a look. In the 12th spot, it's our darling T. 11, Alex. 10, Frank. 9, Lando. 8, Jordan. 7, Scott. 6, Jason. 5, Dan. 4, Marshall. 3, JT. 2, Fat. Number 1 is Brent. It's always you, baby. All right, that's it. We'll be back for matchups and predictions on Thursday. Be safe, babies. Madden curse.